Hello and welcome to my channel. Please like, share, and subscribe if you like this video. And thank you all so much for watching. Thank you, thank you, thank you to my day ones, twos, and threes. Thank you to all my new subscribers that's coming in. That means well. Thank you so very much. Appreciate you all and welcome, welcome, welcome. This video is for entertainment and educational purposes only, so everything is alleged, some is not. And the Fair Act use is in my description box, y'all. So let's get to it, y'all. Let's get to it. First, I'm going to say happy Thursday. I hope everybody is having a wonderful day. Please stay safe and all that good stuff. Please stay aware of your surroundings. And please, y'all, watch the company that you keep because it just may save your life or just keep you out of trouble. Okay, y'all? So, y'all, it is going down. 2024 just stepped in, okay? And it's starting off just like, Katt Williams just said, okay? He said this is the reckoning in 2024. So everything that, people have done, it's being brought to light. And, there's going to be some justice, okay? Ain't no more secrets in 2024. I do. This is what he said. But I don't know why people are so, give me a second, y'all. I don't know why people are so surprised about this. First of all, Katt Williams been telling us a lot of stuff for a lot of years. He has been telling us everything that's going on in the industry and all the bull crap, okay? And I'm going to be completely honest with y'all before I get started on what he was saying and all of this stuff. The stuff that he is talking about is the same thing that's going on in the rap industry. So I don't know why people, I've been saying this for the longest. I've been saying the same thing that's going on in the rap industry. Of the haters that cannot share the spotlight with others, they push them out. They blackball them. Or they even, allegedly, play a part in helping line people up. Okay, y'all? Just so they can stay, get pushed up. They don't like the best being out here. This is why Tupac is gone. This is why Biggie is gone. This is why Mo3 is gone and Young Dolph. Haters. Haters. Okay, y'all? Not just haters, but if they can't have their way with people, they can't get people to join their little crew and their little cliques and do what they want them to do, then they want you out of the way. They want you locked up if you do not join in. Look at Tory. If you don't join in to what they want you to, if they want you to sign with them and you won't sign with them, they want you out of the way. So it's no different. It's just like the actors now. Okay? There are actors and stuff that's being moved around. It's like they're playing chess with their lives. And when they want somebody out the way, they get somebody out the way, y'all. By any means. Look at Aaliyah. And as soon as Aaliyah gets taken out, Beyonce is pushed in that little spot. I just want y'all to pay attention that this has been going on for a very long time. So is y'all surprised that the comedians do it too? That they have their own clique? Let's just pay attention to the lineups, y'all. Just pay attention to who's really funny and who's not. It's a difference in being funny and being corny. And everybody that's succeeding right now, that got all these shows all over the place, okay? I never could understand why Steve Harvey has so many shows, as if nobody else can fill those shoes. Why did they just want this one man to, get paid all this money when they can share this money around with other comedians that's just as funny as, well, that are funnier than he is? Okay, y'all? I want y'all to go back. Let's go back a little bit. Let's go back to the Kings of Comedy, the original Kings of Comedy. Okay, let's look at this lineup, y'all. Out of the original Kings of Comedy, there were four comedians, y'all. And out of all four of those comedians, let's just be completely honest, y'all. Okay? Only one was good enough to say that he was a king of comedy. And that was Bernie Mac. And we all know that all of these comedians that were on the original Kings of Comedy were jealous of him. We all know that. We know that Bernie Mac, if he would not have passed, okay, y'all, he would have been one of the biggest comedians out here. He would have been one of the best, okay, y'all? He really was already. But he was up there with Richard Pryor and all of this, okay? And Eddie Murphy. He was in that status These others are not. Cedric the Entertainer, corny. Steve Harvey, corny, 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 corny. Okay, y'all? And D.L. Hewley, corny. Not to mention pathetic. Any two times that you got a best friend and you got a daughter and your daughter come to you and say that your best friend is messing with her, and you take the best friends, come on now. D.L. Hewley, he shouldn't even be showing his face out here. Okay, y'all? And if it wasn't for Steve Harvey, whatever he did to walk whatever door he walked through, okay? If it wasn't for him being so, I'm just saying, y'all, whatever he did to be in this elite class, that's the only reason why that he has all of these shows that he has, to be honest with y'all. Ain't no way, y'all, that you can air up the original Kings of Comedy movie and you don't put the real Kings of Comedy in there. Katt Williams should have definitely been a part of the Kings of Comedy. Okay, y'all? This reminds me of, to be honest with y'all, the original Kings of Comedy, this reminds me of when Trap Boy Freddy put that little, what was it? Pick 6 or 7, whatever, and they left Mo3 out. This is what this reminds me of. How do you leave the best of the best out and then expect it to be so grand? And then you leave people out purposely because they better. How do you have the original Kings of Comedy and you do not have Dave Chappelle on there, Katt Williams on there, and hell, Martin Lawrence was the hottest something out there. That's just be clear, y'all. Def Comedy Jam would not have been what it was without Martin Lawrence, y'all. Let's just be honest. Why didn't any of these people get chosen? Ask yourself this question. And another thing I want y'all to pay attention to, just like Tupac and all of these greats were lined up and taken out so others could fill those shoes or get paid off of them because he wouldn't, go along with everything they wanted him to do. It's the same thing with these comedians, y'all. It's the same exact thing, to be honest with y'all. No difference. Dave Chappelle, look at all the problems he had. He had to quit his own show, y'all, because of the problems and the pressure. Okay, y'all? And then why don't these type of artists, comedians, why ain't they all over the place just like all of these other ones? That's not as good. I just want y'all to pay attention to this. Katt Williams should be booked and busy every day. As funny as he is. And then he has his own original material. This is one of the things that he was talking about. Now let's go into some of the stuff that he was talking about, y'all. Now, if y'all have not seen his interview on Shannon Sharp's show, he has a page. Go over there and check it out, y'all. Now, it wasn't the greatest interview as far as Shannon Sharp, because to me, he seemed like he was out to lunch a lot of the times during this interview. I think he should have dug a little bit deeper. I would have been asking a lot of more questions. It wouldn't have been no stone unturned. Everybody would have knew what they got on their mind about Katt Williams. It would have been asked. Okay? He didn't even get into the fact that 13 years old, leaving home at 13 years old, how did he survive? And this and that and this. Like, he didn't really dig. Okay? And it was a lot of stuff that came out. He was, he asked certain questions, but he really wasn't digging like I think people really wanted him to dig. But as far as Katt Williams, he brought this, interview, to what it was. Okay, y'all? He the one that made this interview. Okay? Now, he talked about Ricky Smiley. He talked about, Steve Harvey and how he was jealous of Bernie Mac. And then after Bernie Mac passed, Steve Harvey was running around trying to get all of his jobs. Ocean 11 and stuff like that. He was trying to run it. He act like he was mourning Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey and them act like they was mourning Bernie Mac. But at the same time, he was, thinking in the back of my mind, this ninja gone. I'm about to go get all his movies he had lined up. I'm about to get those roles. This is how he was coming. As if he was good enough to fill Bernie Mac's shoes. I'm just saying, y'all. He cannot fill Bernie Mac's shoes. Especially the shows that Bernie Mac was doing. Ain't no way Steve Harvey would have been there. Okay. Now he claimed, y'all, it's a lot of stuff in here. It's so much stuff in here. Okay, y'all. I mean, when legendary Katt Williams got down, he got down. Okay, y'all. Now, he talked about, we're going to talk about everything that I can remember right now. Okay. He talked about how Ricky Smiley lied about the Friday movie. Okay. That he was the one to play Money Mike and all of this other stuff. He talked about that and how all of that stuff came into play. He also talked about how, I'm talking about Katt Williams now, y'all. He also talked about how he made big decisions in that movie and they let him because he was good. Okay, y'all? And his ideas was good and it was fresh. He didn't just go along with everything that people threw in front of him. He changed the game up, okay? And it made the movie better. So he talked about a lot of stuff like that, okay? He talked about how, I'm trying to think of everything. Cedric the Entertainer. And I'm not surprised. Oh, Lord, I'm not surprised about Cedric the Entertainer. He said that he stole his jokes. He was stealing his jokes, y'all. He said that 1998 or something around that time that he was doing a show. And Cedric the Entertainer, he was in the audience, taking notes. And then he found out later that Cedric stole his jokes, y'all. Stole his jokes and made it his own. 2 years later, he's doing his jokes. I was like, wow. It's no different than the rap game. It is no different. He talked about how they are a clique and they blackball people. He said that he was blackballed back in the day. And this is what I tell y'all about comedians and stuff, because ever since that Katt Williams them and not Cedric, but Dave Chappelle them kind of fell back some. Life haven't really been the same, to be honest with y'all. It has not been the same. When you can't let people do their jobs, that people get offended and this and that. And I don't understand. This is one of my biggest things. If you get offended by somebody telling certain jokes and this and that, everything is not off the table. And you know what I'm saying? You shouldn't go to comedy shows if you get upset like that. It's just like Yellow Beezy. Somebody's taken out. Rory Lee gets taken out. He's a comedian. He was funny too. This was another good up and coming artist from Dallas and from Texas. And the people in Texas, they got rid of their best talent. Yellow Beezy got mad at, this guy because he told a joke about him. And it wasn't nothing that was really, really degrading, but he's not here anymore. And people were like, oh, he passed away from a blood clot. But would he have had a blood clot if he wouldn't have got hit up by somebody that was sent to take him out? So we have to think about all of this stuff and how the haters, and I'm so glad that this year, I'm glad that he said this is the reckoning. Because you know what? That means that real ninjas is about to stand up against all of the bullcrap that's been in the industry for years. The real ones is finally about to step up. And I'm so happy, y'all. I am so happy. Salute to Katt Williams for stepping up and saying something. And I hope others follow in the footsteps, to be honest. We tired of these lames winning. We're tired of it. And it don't make sense. The jealousy, all of this stuff. Half of these people, I don't even be knowing why they even support them. Because of all the hatred that they have. It's just like Yo Gotti and Young Dolph. He could not rest until this man was gone. And he sent people, allegedly from his camp, over and over and over to take Young Dolph out. And after Young Dolph gets taken out, then now he is just acting like he's the yin and the yang. And everybody of authority is acting like he didn't play no part in helping take out Dolph. Like, it's sad. And it's time. I said this a couple times on my page. When is the real ninjas going to stand up and let these lame y'all know what I want to say, ninjas fall? And it's happening, y'all. It is happening. We are a few days in. And y'all, I'm telling y'all, Katt Williams went on the smoke. I just hope he be careful. Because he's messing with money right now. And as you can see, these celebrities is Nupit's day. Okay, they got screws missing all over the place. And it doesn't matter how much money that they make. The more money that they make, the more they got screws missing, okay? Because when you try to come at other people and line them up and pay other people, shit could happens. And now it's looking like a lot of this, stuff is backfiring on people. I just can't wait to see the day when your Gotti got some handcuffs on him, okay? Because it's longer overdue. And like I said, I hope more people just start saying something. Please coming forth saying something, okay? Somebody that's a comedian, they should be allowed to tell jokes about everybody. When you leave people out, why are they leaving us out? We're included. So handicapped people that was, Rainbow Tribe was, coming to the stuff they always was saying, don't leave them out. Excuse me, they just like everybody else. But then when they include them in the jokes, they get offended. Oh, let's cancel this person. That's that. He spoke on how he was canceled before. And he was canceled for telling the truth, y'all. Okay? He was canceled because he talked about the Harvey Weinstein guy, whatever his guy name is. He talked about him. They canceled him. They started blackballing him. He talked about Michael Jackson. They started blackballing him. He talked about R. Kelly. They started blackballing him. And then found out later, a lot of the stuff he was saying was true. How do you cancel somebody just because they tell the truth? What is it, comedy snitching or something? Is this what they looking at it as? But ain't comedy about telling what's going on in the world and making people laugh about it? Because sometimes you have to laugh and get yourself off of what's going on in this world. I have people in my comment section. I'll do a video on, Blueface them. And then I'll turn around and do a video on, the migrants or whatever. Okay. Then I have people in my comment section. Well, with all of this going on, y'all got the nerves to be talking about all that stupid stuff. I talk about what I want to talk about. I talk about what people want to hear about. It's not my fault that half of the world want to hear about Blueface now. Okay, y'all? And it is what it is. So we talk about it. But if you don't like what people are talking about or saying and this and that and that and this, don't watch. That's the whole point. Don't watch. It's y'all, sometimes you have to get your mind off of all the stuff that's going off and go into other places. For so long, I do a lot of videos on a lot of people's demise in the industry and how people are falling and how the dots are connected when people are falling. So you get depressed sometimes when you just keep talking about people's passing over and over and over again, because every day almost somebody in the industry is passing in the rap game and they don't see how toxic it is. So you try to keep talking about it so maybe one day it'll click in their head that this is not it. But people get mad that you talk about stuff. It is what it is. You try to talk about stuff that people want to, that they're interested in, storylines that people are interested in, and that's what you talk about. At the time when Katt Williams was getting blackballed and all of this stuff, he was talking about the stuff that was going on then. R. Kelly, look who's locked up. Michael Jackson, even though that he did beat the case. And Lord knows if they had any evidence on him, he would have went to jail. But it's still in all. If you are somebody that we all know that Michael Jackson did not have a childhood, okay? And people do not understand growing up in a Jehovah's Witness household unless you grew up in a Jehovah's Witness household. And I'm not talking about somebody that goes to the hall sometime. I'm talking about somebody that's knee deep in it. And then you have other family members that's knee deep in it. So even if you go over your auntie's house and this and that and this, or your uncle's house, they pulling out the Bible studies too. Like, people don't understand that. So I kind of feel Michael Jackson on why that when he got older, he wasn't allowed to do this. He wasn't allowed to do that. He couldn't hang out. He couldn't do this, make friends, this and that. He never really had a childhood. So this is why I take it as, he put all of the amusement parks and museums in his house and this and that and this. And he could not go out like regular people. So he figured he'll bring the people to him. But all of this extra that he was doing with the kids spending the night and this and that and that and this, he should have had better management to tell him, Michael, don't do that. You know what I'm saying? And for y'all to think that, oh, Michael was all there, just because you're a good artist don't mean that you ain't got some screws missing. Okay, y'all? That the cuckoo have not left the clock a couple times. Okay? Because how do you, with all eyes on you all the time, everybody that tried to interview you, Oprah Winfrey interviewed Michael Jackson, tricked him, and then she tried to play him at the same time. Look at how she did him. She wanted Michael Jackson to look bad. But yet and still, when she have a best friend that has an island that's doing all kind of stuff to little ones, she ain't opening her mouth. This is the same thing I've been saying about Oprah and Gayle. Where's Oprah and Gayle when it comes to Marquise Houston and all of this stuff? We have a missing teen. She was a missing teen. And she mysteriously popped up in the Jehovah's Witnesses inner circle. And she's married now, having babies. And she's still on a missing report. Why ain't they bringing any of this to light? I don't understand it. But it is what it is. It's just like Katt Williams said. Okay? It's a lot of people that's connected. And they cover up and they blackball people who they want to blackball up out of here, y'all. And it is simple as that, y'all. And this is what he was letting people know. And Lord knows he brought it, y'all. He didn't hold nothing back. And I love it. I love it. I love it. How do you get blackballed for telling the truth? And even Shannon Sharp, he said, what about now? You talk about people with money, this and that, and this, and they're going to do the same thing to you again. He said he don't care. He's not up there promoting anything. He just wants the truth out. And thank God that he does. He said the truth should set you free, so he is free. Okay, y'all? He's free. And people is heated. They are heated right now, y'all. I promise y'all. They're heated. And I wonder, do people feel sorry for trying to blackball this guy back in the day? Back in the day, blackballing him for telling the truth. I wonder, do they feel sorry now because everything that he was talking about came to light, y'all. Okay? He talked about this Harvey Weinstein, y'all, guy. Okay, y'all? He talked about him. He said that, he was trying to get at him, y'all. He wanted to give Katt Williams some brain. And Katt Williams said when he came into the, inner circle, there was a couple of more guys there. He said he turned the guy down, but he was wondering what did they do. He said this is why certain people can't even look him in the face in the industry, because he done walked up and then been invited to some of them parties and peeped in and seen what was going on. And he saw faces. And I think this is why they wear masks now when they having their little rendezvous and this and that, because they don't really want people to know who they are when the truth comes out. Okay, like that list. Y'all, it's a lot going on. Okay, it's so much going on that we didn't know about in this and that. It's a lot of stuff he brought up that I did not know. He grew up in the Jehovah's Witness household. I didn't know all of this stuff. He has a special relationship with God. And I keep telling people, just because you're not baptized, and a lot of people feel like, oh, you must get baptized. You must this, you must get that. But a lot of people that grew up in the truth and grew up going to church and stuff like that and religion stuff that have not gotten baptized, to me, some of these people are the most important people out here, because they know a lot and they done seen a lot. And just because you didn't want to get baptized and that person didn't, doesn't mean that they don't have a special relationship with God. And it doesn't also mean that you're any better than them. Because those people that got baptized are the straight up hypocrites out here. Okay, y'all? We got to pay that attention. It's people out here that are straight up hypocrites. They do not like people. They treat people like crap because they make more money and this and that and this. This is not how, brothers and sisters supposed to act in the religious world. Everybody is supposed to be equal. But this is not what's going on there. Okay, y'all? And like I tell you, they look down on certain people. I want y'all to pay attention to a lot of people. And I pay attention to this too. Because there are a lot of people that come in my comment section and was like, oh, I grew up in a Jehovah's Witness household too. And it wasn't no joke. It's a lot of suffering go on. It's a lot of sitting back watching other kids, because back then, kids could be kids. Kids can't be kids anymore. They can't. You have to really, truly chaperone them having some fun. And them being safe right now. So back in the days, I'm just saying, y'all, it wasn't as bad as it was now. And you sitting in the house watching everybody outside playing. It's just so much stuff that went up. Oh, these kids are early. You can't hang around them. And then you go to the hall and you don't fit in with them because they think they better than other people because they got more money or they this and that. Like it was so much. So for him to bring that up and that he left the house, and he said he left the house at 13 years old, y'all. And I was like, how do your mom and daddy let you leave the house at 13 years old? And then when he told the story about why he left the house, I was like, whoa. He said that his father, y'all, his father is a complete fake, phony, a liar, basically. This is what he's saying. He's saying that he uses that Bible in the wrong way. He said that he was accused of having some type of relations. And he said that his father told him that God, Jehovah told him. Jehovah ain't told him nothing. But he told his son, Jehovah told me that you're lying, that you're guilty of the sexual, stuff that's going on. 13 years old, he's accusing him of having sexual relations. He said he knew his father was fake and phony at that point, basically, in so many words. That this man that's running around with a Bible saying he's a Jehovah's Witness that want to, pass the baton to him so he can keep the Jehovah's Witness stuff going in the family. This guy let him down basically as a child because he see that this guy will lie to get his way or whatever. And this is what a lot of Jehovah's Witnesses, these brothers do. They lie. They play mad games with these, the members. And this was a good point that he made, that this is how they roll at the hall. A lot of lies going on. A lot of cover-up going on. Okay? And they use Jehovah's name in vain. Okay? And this is what he was talking about. He said he had to leave. Because at that point, he knew his father was phony. His faith in God, all that stuff went out the door. Not his faith, but his father. And what he thought his father represented. It went out the door because he said that he had never been touched. He had never been touched by anybody and had never touched anybody. And he knew that because he had a special relationship with God too. And when his daddy came to him with that bull crap, he was like, he had to go. It was either going to be him or him. And it got to a point where when you don't want to keep putting hands on each other, somebody got to walk away from this situation. But 13 years old, he left with his dog and his suitcase, y'all. 13 years old. And he said there was some more stuff going on in that house that wasn't up the park as well. But he walked away from it. And it reminded me of, what's that, Marvin Gaye and his father. Because his father took him out. So he said that when it gets to that point where people got to be putting their hands on each other, it's time to go. And this is why I said that, like, I used to run away a lot. Because it got to a point where you put your hands on me because I don't want to go to a meeting. I get locked outside of my own house because if you ain't going to the hall, you ain't sitting in the house either. So you sit in this hallway until I get back. People don't see that as abuse, but they, it is. It is. Because you can't get this child to cooperate. This child is getting to be a teenager, got a lot going on, and every single chance that you get, you're just pushing the Bible in their face. And you wonder why half the people don't get baptized. I'm just saying, over K to the ILL. It's a such thing as doing too much. Okay, y'all? And people have loved the way that they love what they learned. What stuck with them. But some people just can't mess with the religion thing. They'd rather just serve God from the house. Okay, y'all? I learned a lot from this. I'm seriously, I learned so much stuff. What else? What else did he talk about? He talked about how Steve Harvey lost the battle with him too. Y'all, in Detroit. Now he did talk about that too. he said that Steve Harvey said that the reason why he left comedy was because he had 7 TV shows, bragging about all the work he gets, okay, because of whatever it is that he does. Steve Harvey probably knee deep in them parties, okay, y'all, with them doors, and we don't know which one he took, but he had to take something to get all of the shows that he's on, and he's corny. Sometimes he's funny every now and then, but the majority of the time, Steve Harvey is corny as all outdoors. He talked about how, I guess, Steve Harvey wrote this book, How to Be, be a Man or something like that. Think like a man. And he was talking about his wife is the one that thinks like a man. Oh my goodness, y'all. He did say that part. And I was like, wait a minute, he got a point there. Because his woman acts, Steve Harvey's wife acts masculine to me. She's beautiful, but she acts manly, like she's the man in the household. Like she runs stuff. So it made me got my wheels turning, thinking, was she the mastermind behind, and just act like a man or whatever, think like a man, and act like I don't know, whatever that book is. Okay, I'm wondering, is she the one that really wrote that book? Because it makes sense now. It makes all the sense in the world. And look at how his daughter is out here from gat to gat as if she is thinking like a man. I'm just saying, y'all, the reverse of the whole thing tripped me out, okay? Who else? What else did he say when he talked about said? He said he was stealing jokes. Steve Harvey, he got on him. Who else did he talk about? Y'all got to go look at it. Y'all have to go look at this. If y'all have not seen it, please go check it out. He talked about what else? He said he liked to read, so he's really, really smart because he said he loved to read books and stuff like that. What else did he talk about? He said he was a little hustler back in the day, which I believe that. He said when he ran away at 13, he had a pocket full of money. He had like $2,000 and some dollars in his pocket. He didn't leave broke. And he said when he got to where he went to, I think he went to Florida, he said that, he was hustling there too. Now, he said that he was doing some illegal stuff, but he still was hustling. He made money. And he said he slept, outside for a while. Because you can't get no apartment and stuff like that when you're 13 years old. And it was just he had me laughing too, because he said that for one minute he was the tallest one in the classroom. So he had a growing sprout for a minute, and then when everybody started catching up, that's when everybody started passing him. But he said for one while he was the tallest person in the classroom. So I was like, it was a really, really good interview, y'all. It was so much being said and done. He talked about Chris Tucker. And he said some tripped out stuff about him too. That Chris Tucker then went into, Chris Tucker was acting like he didn't want to be in the next Friday. I remember him acting like he didn't want to be in the next Fridays and all of that stuff because he didn't want to make people think that, he was just a, tree smoker, this and that and that and this, that he just messed with them trees too much and this and that and that and this. But it was a role, just like all the other roles that he played. One movie he played in, he had on, all these little skimpy clothes that looked at a little suspect. I forgot the name of the movie, but I think it was with Bruce Willis or somebody. And he was looking quite a bit skimpy in there. So why did you want to have that portray you? So I would rather be portrayed as, somebody that messed with trees than somebody that has on a dress that's on my guy. But he also spoke of Chris Tucker could be on that list. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, he won't. When I say he won't all the smoke, he did. And he did not, plug no kind of upcoming stuff going on with him. He wasn't doing it for publicity or none of that stuff. But he's letting everybody know that these people are in a huddle. Just like Jay-Z is in a huddle with other rap artists, just like Jay-Z and Yo Gotti and all of these people is in a huddle, like the rappers and stuff like that. P. Diddy has got his own little clique that he was around and stuff. Mob Ties has they people that everybody has this little huddle that they're around. And he's saying it's the same thing going on with the comedians. So which tells you this is why that a lot of these comedians, okay, they get all the work. They get it because it's a little inner circle. of elites that hang together, make sure that all of them is getting some work and all of this stuff. And the people that they don't want out, the people that's going to show them off, that people going to look at this show and be like, oh, he funnier than him. Because they don't want that person to shine. So they blackballs that person in the industry. For the love of me, I don't know why people like, what's his name? The one with all of the shows. All the Queen's Comedy and all the Queen's Men and all of that. What's his name, y'all? I don't know why people like that have not reached out to Tyler Perry. We got Tyler Perry that has wait a minute, y'all. This is tripped out. I did not know this. I just not found this out. Now this is weird to me. Oh, this is weird. We're going to talk about this too. But I was just pulling up all the Queen's Men so that I can pull up Tyler Perry's name. And what I was about to say was Tyler Perry does not hire people like Katt Williams and stuff for his shows. He's funny. Why not add him to the roster with all of these movies and shows that you have? Why not put him in more of your movies and shows? He's funny. But this just goes to show you that there are so many people out here that works together to get other people's out the way. Okay, y'all? Now, when I just went to this, I just said this tripped me out because Christian Keys just came forward and said somebody was doing him wrong and all of this mess. He's one of the program creators of All the Queen's Men. I just not looked at that. Go Google it, y'all. I did not know this. So Christian Keys and Tyler Perry has a working relationship. Program creators. Christian Keys for All the Queen's Men. There's a lot going on behind the scenes, y'all. It is a lot going on behind the scenes. We don't know who all is tied to who no more. Okay? A program creator is the person who developed a significant part of a TV show's format, concept, characters, and pilot script. So this guy is a writer, somewhat. They have sequel rights to the material as well. Often the creator is also the showrunner or a producer. Sometimes it is a writer of the series, Bible, or writer's guidelines. So he's very important in All the Queen's Men, y'all. And how did he get there? What's that song? How did you get here? I'm just saying, y'all. It's Christian Keys a little more deep into stuff than we know it, y'all. Because that's what it's starting to seem like. I'm just saying. It's starting to seem that way. He also said that they wanted him to help with the next Friday, whatever Friday that they got coming up. They wanted him to help with that as well. And that they wanted him to be somebody helping write the whatever Friday that's coming. Okay? A lot of people have passed away in the Fridays franchise. So it will be interesting to see if they're going to put some people in there that they should, and is other people going to come back. It would be nice to see Chris Tucker come back, to be honest with y'all. Whatever character that he wants to play, even if he don't want to play that person, maybe he can just come back as somebody that just came from rehab. I don't know. Since he don't want to play that role and let somebody else in the picture play that role. Okay? We got a lot of trees. I'm just saying, people that hit them trees out here. So anybody could fill that role. That's funny. But he let a lot out the bag, y'all. And I want y'all to go and watch it if you haven't seen it. Shannon Sharp's page is on YouTube, and you can go and watch this interview. It is explosive. He's letting the cat out the bag about a lot of stuff. He is basically just telling about his life, how he got started. Everything, his faith. And I think that's so important, y'all. I think faith is so important, no matter what. You know, it's people that run around here, like I said, that go out in field service. If y'all don't know what field service is, this is when the Jehovah's Witnesses knocking on y'all door, bugging y'all, okay? And the people that's knocking on y'all door is some of the biggest hypocrites ever. And I'm going to just put it out there, some of them. They run around and keep up a lot of junk at the hall. They talk about people behind their back. And then they look down on people because some people is not doing the stuff that they do. Oh, I stay out in field service. I do this, I do that. But yeah, you do all of this, but you're one of the biggest gospelers, whatever you call it, gospel. Y'all know what I'm saying. I be the made a new word. Gossipers that's out here. So it goes hand in hand, but I think a lot of stuff about to be leveled out this year, y'all. A lot of stuff is going to be leveled this year. Okay? And people are waking up to so many things. We got a lot of sleep people, but we also got a lot of woke people that's still praying for the people that sleep to catch up and catch on. Okay, y'all? But anyway, go check this show out. It is very, very good. I want to get to some other videos. But yes, Katt Williams, I love him. I love him. I love him. I love him. I always loved me some Katt Williams. What is it more to say about this guy? Okay, it's not a lot more to say about this guy. He's a little firecracker. That's all I can say. Okay, y'all. Salute to him. And if he do have anything that's coming up, or any people that's thinking about hiring him for whatever, don't think twice about it. Just get him out here. We want to see the real ninjas like him out here on shows and hosting shows and stuff like that. We don't want to see DJ Fly and all of these people get shows just because, allegedly, their baby mamas and stuff like that get lined up, and then I'm just saying, y'all, get handed new shows afterwards. We don't want to see that. We want to see people that get shows, get it because they deserve it. I'm just saying, y'all, that they deserve. If you're a good, comedian, you should be the one that's, being represented in these new up and coming comedy shows, or, pictures, or whatever. To be honest with y'all, I always saw Katt Williams too as somebody that could host Def Comedy Jam after Martin left. I saw him as somebody that could keep that torch lit. Okay, y'all? But other people, they seem to just fall short. And Kevin Hart, another one, he said, that's another one he talked about. I left him off of the picture, but I got to add him on there. Kevin Hart is another one that he said is a plant. And we've been talking about Kevin lately. I keep telling y'all, Kevin Hart is not only around rappers and stuff like that and the music industry, but Kevin Hart is around big top, actors. And for him to say he was a plant and his name keep popping up after I did that video telling y'all about Black Panther, how he passed away, and then, this guy from New York was supposed to be a scientist and this and that and that and this, and he was purposely experimenting on people, trying to get him, well, wasn't trying, but was, inserting cancer stuff into them, and 8 people passed away. I'm just saying, y'all. Katt Williams' names is popping up a lot. There's so much stuff going on around Katt Williams' name. I mean, not Katt Williams. I keep saying Katt Williams. Kevin Hart. There's so much stuff popping up around Kevin Hart's name in the industry. And now all of these pictures coming up in videos of him with Puffy. Let's sit back and watch and see what's going to go on with Kevin Hart too. A lot of people, they think something's wrong with Kevin in the first place, okay? Because he had that car accident, which he was supposed to be messed up. And he comes out squeaky clean as if ain't nothing even happened. Okay, y'all? It don't even look like he had any kind of injuries from that, okay? It was all fake. That's what it seemed like. But the car was pretty much total, from my understanding. Okay, y'all? Him saying that he's a plant, I'm not surprised. There's a lot of people that's plants out here. Remember I was telling y'all about that female that was Prince's girlfriend? Judith Hill, she's a plant. So y'all can't believe that Kevin Hart is a plant and Judith Hill looked like she's a plant too? She was around Michael Jackson, he passed. She got in a relationship with Prince, he passed. It is certain people that's in this industry that's moved around for certain reasons. And I do believe that when he said Katt Williams, he hit it. I just did a video on it. I just did a video on this guy. Hanging out with Chadwick Boseman with Skull and Bones on his shirt. And then this guy passes away a year or so after. I just don't see a lot of stuff as coincidences. Just like now. He said that, Steve Harvey was one of the people that helped produce the original Kings of Comedy. Let me go and look, y'all. He said that Steve Harvey was one of the producers. The director was Spike Lee of the original Kings of Comedy. He said something about Steve Harvey had played a part in this Kings of Comedy. But anyway, they're saying that he wanted to go last because that old saying, say the best for last. I don't remember which order that they came in, but who would want to go behind Bernie Mac, y'all? If anything, Bernie Mac should have been the last person, if that's the case. If they was going to say the best for last. Because he outshined everybody else. So why not save him for last and let everybody get their look? Because who want to go behind this guy? I'm just saying. Bernie Mac was the original Kings of Comedy. He was the whole show. Without him, it wouldn't have never even been what it was. So they put a bunch of lames on there, and then they added one, actually person that was funny. And he is the one that they rolled off of his, I'm just saying, y'all. They rolled off of his pants leg for that show. When they could have actually put 4 good comedians on there, and it would have really been iconic. It's still iconic because of Bernie Mac. But just think how much better it would have been if you would have had somebody like Dave Chappelle on there too. If you would have had Martin Lawrence on there too. If you would have had Katt Williams on there too. Just think of how it would have been. So this is what I'm saying, y'all. They don't care about messing up the art. If people cared about rap, if rappers really cared about rap, they would want the best out there so that they could collab with the best. Not take the best out and then we're left with the yin. I'm just saying. We're left with what we're left with. And then they collab together and try to pump themselves up after y'all done knocked off somebody else that was actually really, really good. If they cared about the craft, you would protect your own. You would protect your own, but they don't. If they cared about people laughing, if comedians really, really cared about people laughing and not the money and not the clout, you would have had the funniest people on the original Kings of Comedy. You would have had the funniest of the funny. You would have wanted the best on there. That shows you they didn't. And that they really don't care about the craft. When you want to get people out the way, that's the funniest. When you have a city and you got talent coming out of that city, you don't beef within that city until one of those talents is taken out. It takes away from that city and state. Just like I said about Mo3. Why not keep Mo3 around? It's like they were born with screws missing. Y'all. Yellow Bees, just think about it right now. If things was reversed right now and Mo3 was still here, what if Mo3 and Yellow Beezy would have been doing music together? I'm just saying. What if they would have did that, that lineup in that song and put all the best talent that they act like they had in Dallas together and put Mo3 in there? Where would they be right now? Mo3 would probably be doing movie roles right now, and he would probably be bringing people from Dallas, putting them on in movie roles and this and that, and still probably would have been still doing music with them, all of that. Instead of treat somebody good that's gifted so everybody can prosper for years to come. They don't think like that. They think like, oh, let's get rid of this person and everybody get paid off of him this one time and we got him out the way. But then look who we're left with. We're left with Trap and we're left with Yellow. And they don't have half the talent that Mo3 had with them even together. So it just makes you wonder, like, what do y'all be thinking? You got rid of Roy Lee. Roy Lee was going to probably bring more comedians that's in Dallas, Texas to the table that were funny in his city and state. He would have had his foot in the door for probably movies, all kind of stuff. And he would have probably most likely looked out for somebody in the city. But they wanted people out of the way. And it's stupid. It is so stupid. Ricky Smiley just put up a video and he was responding to Katt Williams. And he just said that, he wished the best for Katt Williams. If he can help him in any kind of way, he's going to do it and all of this stuff. But the thing of it is, we all know that they're lying. That's just like Yo Gotti saying that, if your young Dolph needed anything, all he had to do was come to him, blah, 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 blah. That's just like him saying that to him. We know it's fake. We know it's phony. And it is what it is, y'all. They all play a part in pushing people out the way. They all play a part in blackballing people in the industry. And they are a clique. That people do get together, the people that like each other. And don't it make you wonder how, people like Cedric the Entertainer and Steve Harvey and all of these people that's not really good comedians, they're all in one huddle. And a person that's really a good comedian, they are not a part of y'all crew. It's a reason for that. Y'all some haters too. And y'all don't want people that's better than y'all. So, outshine y'all. That's why y'all don't want them to get any work. And it's sad. It's really sad when they let good talent go to waste because of jealousy. I don't even know why people ain't more peed off about Tupac getting taken out. And word on the street, P. Diddy played a part. If you put P. Diddy and Tupac in the same room together, everybody is going to say that they are more crazy about Tupac than they are about, I'm just saying, P. Diddy. Tupac going to have the most fans. So I don't understand why more people ain't mad at Puff Daddy for allegedly lining him up and paying the $1 million, allegedly, for the passing of Tupac. This is why I always say, with a real men, please stand up. And that's everywhere. Not just the people watching videos, but the people that's, grew up around these people. The people that's in the inner circles or around. Will the real ones please finally start standing up? And it take somebody that's 5 foot something just come up here and stand up and be a real man and tell what's really going on in this industry. It's sad that it's so many that's so quiet. But a lot of people that's quiet, they played a big part in a lot of stuff that's been going on in the industry that has not been right. This is why a lot of people are so quiet, y'all. But yeah, y'all, go check this out. It's a lot more that he talked about. But yeah, he did not play, y'all. He did not play. And he came to tell everything, y'all. Everything. He wasn't holding nothing back. And I was like, yes. Finally, somebody that ain't, got their lips sewn together when it comes down to this industry. Because a lot of people like to hide stuff. Just like I told you about Oprah and Gayle. Y'all got R. Kelly up there, and y'all made an example of him. But then y'all get Jay-Z up there, which is accused of the same thing that R. Kelly almost is accused of. And y'all didn't even bring that up in the interview when you went to visit Jay-Z and have an interview with him. You act like he was the next president. This is how they treated him. Never mind he did the same thing. Never mind the age difference between him and Beyonce. Never mind all the stuff that was going on with Jay-Z and Foxy Brown. Never mind that this child has been trying to take Jay-Z to court for years just to get establishment that he is his father. And the courts has been being paid out. The judges is being paid off. I don't know if y'all seen, and I'm going to talk about this too. I got to take some pictures and show y'all. This guy jumped over the counter in a courtroom with the judge sitting at her desk. He jumped over the desk at the judge because, you know, he was up for probation or parole or whatever. And she still didn't want, she still was trying to, you know, keep her foot on his neck. This guy just snapped and jumped over her desk and was at this judge. Like, people getting tired of the bull crap, y'all. They're getting tired. But anyway, y'all, let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section. Please like, share, and subscribe if you like this video. And thank you all so much for watching. Peace.